and communication is restored.
The beaten-up Rural Agricultural Development Authority RADA office in Westmoreland sits as a harsh reminder of Hurricane Melissa's fury on the agriculture sector. The roof, windows and doors gone. What wasn't damaged by the rain was destroyed by the wind. These seedling trees, however, managed to survive.
Just look at the size of this tree. These are not branches, these are roots, gigantic and enormous, ripped from the earth following Hurricane Melissa. And according to the staff here at RADA's parish office in Westmoreland, the tree is about 100 years old. It's why they're still trying to figure out after hours how to tear this tree apart and cart it away.
There's nothing we can do to it more than just clear whatever area we can clear so that passage of any truck in terms of it, as it relates to any aid or anything that is coming in for the farmers. So basically
How long have you been at it?
About 4 hours now. Been trying, and as you can see, it's just those little areas we can get. We can't go to the major areas.
Caswell Hall is an agricultural extension officer. He says what he saw was way worse than what the farmers reported.
Going out into the extension areas, what we discovered is that the trees, breadfruit, coconuts, 90% of them are all gone. The bananas, the planting, they're all gone. Vegetables, the crops, the livestock, total loss. It's just total crying.
Crying too for farmers in the hills of Westmoreland who, after 4 weeks following the hurricane, are still not sure how to move on.
Just give up. We have to get somebody to come in and can talk to you, give you hopes for something.
Machete in one hand and rope strapped to his chest, Osborne Fletcher, a farmer of Lennox Bigwoods, described the extent of his loss.
My land, my banana, my plant, everything gone. I don't see nobody. I lost about 300 chicken. The cub, cow, goat.
Joan McFarlane says she also lost 200 chickens.
Water just come like a river and just flood the chicken, and all of them just drown. And the house, water reaching to the house right on my waist. 3 days we in the water try to save some of the furniture and stuff.
Our preliminary assessment.
Agriculture Minister Floyd Green says the preliminary assessment of the damage is close to $30 billion. He said the government will be assisting farmers. For those in the remote districts, however,
I don't see nobody no come and say, well, boy, look for we and say, well, nothing.
RADA says assessments are still being done with drones being sent to the hard-to-reach areas. Farmers are also being urged to contact the parish office to receive assistance. The issue is that the phone lines are still down. The farmers who we spoke to say they are planning on visiting the office in person to report their losses. Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
At least one high school principal in St. Elizabeth is calling for more support to address major infrastructural damage caused by Hurricane Melissa. Despite their efforts, the school's administration says they're unable to return to normal operations. Magotty High School in St. Elizabeth is still struggling to reopen fully a month after the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Out of more than 1,400 enrolled students, only 100 can attend classes on campus.
We are trying to rise to the occasion to provide support, especially for our students that will be sitting external exam. But I'm extremely concerned about the slow pace at which certain things are going because the other children are out in the communities, and I'm concerned about the learning loss and just them dealing with the trauma of the impact of the hurricane.
Parents are also growing frustrated. Hundreds of students are falling behind while they wait for face-to-face classes to resume.
We are challenged to take students, any student whatsoever, based on the condition. However, we are compelled to take in our grade 11 students, and so currently we have over 100 grade 11 and 6th form students at school on a daily basis preparing for the exams. We think that that is a necessity. We can't debate that, but we are not in a position based on the level of impact, the level of destruction of the classrooms and the the other amenities that we need for proper school operations. We are challenged in that regard.
It's why the principal has renewed calls for urgent support.
If it is not remedied quickly, I don't see us being able to accommodate our full complement of approximately 1,400 students.
How does that make you feel?
I am concerned, very, very concerned. I'm saddened. I really want the school to work as hard as possible, and all the other agencies and communities, organizations to come together so that we can help these children, because they just to think about some of the implications, it's too deleterious for me even to go further with. But I'm really concerned about the situation.
Jamaica Public Service Company has been named the top performing utility provider in the country for 2025. The award comes even as the company continues to face pressure over its restoration efforts. Dwayne Anderson has the details.
Utilities providers face the wrath of frustrated customers on a daily basis during the best of times. Those frustration levels are worse now in the post-Melissa period, as many residents are still without water, power and internet. The OUR's chief reminded local utilities companies not to rely solely on artificial intelligence AI or automated voice systems to respond to customers' queries or complaints, especially at this time.
It cannot, and I suspect never will, replicate the inflection of empathy in the human voice. The nuanced response to the oddity, peculiarity, and eccentricity of a diverse customer base.
The OUR chief, along with leaders from the local utilities companies, their staff, and stakeholders from the Consumer Advisory Committee on Utilities, took the time on Wednesday night to celebrate the good work observed in the sector over the last few months. The JPS was named the 2025 Utility Provider of the Year. The award was decided by several factors, including
great customer experience, reliability, fairness, keeping promises, and use of technology and innovation.
Last year, the winner from Digicel provided electric service. Let's think about that. Last year, the winner from Digicel provided electric service in charging station. This year, we heard several nominees, some from JPS providing mobile service. That right there is a testament to how connected we are as utility providers to provide this essential service.
The JPS CEO also made this pledge to the company's customers.
We stand committed and we stand steadfast to work 24/7 to every community until we restore the services that we provide as a block.
For the leadership of the Consumer Advisory Committee on Utilities, Hurricane Melissa has reaffirmed the need to continue to innovate and change.
The public sector consumer bodies, utilities and regulators must shift from the usual reactive response and ways of doing things to a more forward-thinking, enabling environment and engagement with consumers of their goods and services. In short, you need to adapt in order to enable a safe, reliable customer experience that is relevant, creative, intuitive, and most importantly, results-oriented.
Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
And we take another break, but stay with us. More local news when we return.
I had an opportunity to firsthand see the devastation that this record Category 5 hurricane has caused on the nation. Let me reassure you, Jamaica, let me reassure you, my customers, that we here at JPS stand committed to work safely 24/7 to get the power restored.
Well, as for me personally, mess up totally. Door blow off, house full of water, set to your thing. But as a worker of the company, I have to be out here to help. But I will stick to the task to make this be a reality where people get a light and be happy again once more. JPS, love you.
It has been a very terrible situation in Montego Bay, especially where I come from. I am from Friendship. The storm Melissa has destroyed a lot of stuff, but nevertheless, as a worker, I am following my duty. I'm here to show up and to deliver, and I'm here to assist in recovering. And whatever it takes, we want Jamaica to know that we are here and we are moving forward. And there is hope.
A practical tip for efficient and safe food preparation. Brought to you by
top quality meat, frozen veg, seafood and processed meats at affordable prices.
Nation's Choice, always your best value. Meal plan ahead. Planning and organizing meals for the week saves time and can reduce food waste. That was a practical tip for efficient and safe food preparation, brought to you by
top quality meat, frozen veg, seafood and processed meats at affordable prices.
Nation's Choice, always your best value.
We in this together, you are not alone.
The time by Sagicor is
7:15.
Welcome back. We're continuing the news. The management of the St. Anne's Bay Hospital says it has partnered with other facilities in the region to help treat patients. This follows an increase in the number of patients seeking care since Melissa impacted the parish and Falmouth. Damage to the Falmouth Hospital meant some patients had to be transferred to St. Anne. Chief Executive Officer Dennis Morgan says the team has been getting additional support to treat with the surge.
We are getting support from our primary care partners, so where there are clinics in certain communities in the Northeast region for whatever reason sustained damage and are unable to operate, the doctors and the nurses who would normally staff those clinics are now at the St. Anne's Bay Hospital providing that care. And what that shows is a level of collaboration and cooperation, because when something happens, as I said, healthcare is a collaborative effort. So we're not out there on an island by ourselves.
When pressed about the sustainability of the current measures and how long the facility would be able to continue, Mr. Morgan gave this response.
The short answer, for as long as it takes. We are in health, and we don't have the luxury of picking and choosing who comes to our facility and when they leave. So as long as it takes. The good thing, however, is that we're getting support from the national healthcare network, in terms of the Ministry of Health, our regional health authorities, both Sierra and our very own NERA is giving us the support that we need to carry on.
And that's the local segment. News from overseas next.
Primetime News, brought to you by
the new KFC Doritos Zinger, a combo that's finger-licking good. KFC.
I'm Lionel. And after a hurricane, everybody want them things lined up and them light back quick. You understand that? But power restoration is a process. First, we check the big plants and main transmission lines. If them down, nobody can get power. Then, we restore the essential places, hospitals, water, airport and such. Next is the major community lines, the one that power hundreds of homes one time. Last, we reach the smaller lines that serve individual streets. Rushing can cause damage or hurt someone, so we follow protocol and keep it solid.
Get ready for the ultimate deal. One Spot Media's Black Friday blowout is here with a massive 30% off selected rentals. Laugh out loud with the Johnsons, or a slice of life, or dive into rich island drama with Love and Dance Hall. Simply log into One Spot Media, select the Rentals tab, and secure your Black Friday pick. Offer ends December 4. Don't miss this binge-worthy Black Friday, only on One Spot.
Thanks for staying with us to News Overseas. And we begin with news from the region. Dr. Godwin Friday was sworn in yesterday evening as the 5th Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. He took the oath of allegiance, the oath of office, and the oath of secrecy before Governor General Dame Suzanne Duggan. Friday's New Democratic Party, NDP, cruised to victory in the 2025 general election, winning 14 seats. Cabinet members and senior government officials are scheduled to be sworn in next week. Former Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves was the only Unity Labour Party ULP candidate to retain his seat. And the Primetime News package continues with sports right after this break.
My fellow Jamaicans, I'm Richard Biles, Governor of Bank of Jamaica. Jamaica's economy has been severely impacted by Hurricane Melissa. The central bank's primary job is to keep inflation low, stable, and predictable. With the devastation, inflation will rise. Bank of Jamaica is committed to limiting the impact of higher prices and bringing inflation within the target range in the shortest possible time. The bank is taking special preemptive measures to preserve relative stability in the foreign exchange market. Since the hurricane, the bank has sold US $210 million into the market. BOJ will also directly supply foreign currency need of selected entities in the energy sector. We will also ensure adequate foreign currency liquidity, including the reintroduction of advance notices of intervention sales. Commercial banking services were also severely impacted. BOJ is committed to ensuring an adequate supply of currency readily available to meet the public's cash needs. Bank of Jamaica continues to provide service of the highest standard to the nation at this time.
Black Friday Frenzy. It's the time of year where you can get the most of your dollar in times like these. Shop for those loved ones and those in need. Let's support our local businesses and rebuild Jamaica together. Here's a list of some of the participating stores. Bashco, Proactive Lifestyle, Ulterior Parts, Sandy's Floral Arrangements, Ehud Pharmacy, Jewelry Collection, ARD 2K Furniture Store, Pavilion Jewelry Company, Signature Style Clark Store, Carby's Discount, Maxi Department Store, What's New, Phonetics Repairs and Sales, Stylish Heather Absolute Fashion, Hair Capacity, American Jewelry Company, Black Friday Frenzy, November 27 to 29. Let's do our bit in rebuilding the economy.
Welcome to Love and Light, brought to you by GPS, celebrating the good things happening in the communities we serve.
At JPS, we bring the energy and more. We're about lighting up lives. We're about giving back. We're about spreading love to people and making spaces better than we found them. Want to know how we do that? Tune in to Love and Light every Sunday at 7:55 p.m. here on TVJ.
Get the forecast you can trust. TVJ's Primetime Weather Report, right after the Primetime News Package. Stay one step ahead on Television Jamaica. Primetime Weather Report and Forecast, brought to you by...
Your place is the Vocational Training Development Institute, where tertiary level education and training is empowering and transforming lives.
Sports headlines brought to you by...
Start your journey with a JN Small Business Loan with small business loans as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit JN Bank.
Coming up in Saturday's Sports Special, emphatic reggae girls record historic victory to start World Cup qualifying campaign. And Jackie Cowan retains Jamaica Volleyball Association presidency following election. Good evening, I'm Spencer Darlington. We'll be back with the details on those and more after the break. Sports headlines brought to you by.
Start your journey with a JN Small Business Loan with small business loans as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit jnbank.com.
Wagon Jamaica, may the Spirit of God bless all of you. If you need our help, we are here to help each one of you.
I don't have any form of cancer spreading anywhere in my body. No trace of cancer in my body.
Let me see. Very well.
The Stop Suffering program aired Saturday, Sunday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at 5 a.m. here on TVJ.
We can't stop talking about this now. Happy time. Happy time.
From Atlanta, Georgia.
Greetings, Jamaica. London, Brixton.
Up in Jamaica.
From Toronto, Canada. Love you all.
Greetings across the world. Greetings across the world.
Hearts Skills On Demand portal connects skilled professionals with employers. The time by Heart and STA Trust is
7:25.
Welcome back to Saturday's Sports Special. Now, Jamaica's reggae girls opened their CONCACAF Women's World Cup qualifying campaign with a record 18-0 mauling of Dominica at the Darren Sammy Cricket Stadium in St. Lucia on a Saturday. Captain Khadija Bunny Shaw returned to the squad with a bang, scoring a first-half hat-trick to take her record tally to 60 goals for Jamaica. Shaw's goals came in the 4th, 39th and 43rd minutes for the reggae girls, who led 10-0 at half-time. Jody Brown also scored a three-timer in minutes